Welcome back, my friends, to another video here on the channel. Today we got some more Fortnite action, and I wanted to take this opportunity to make this video to explain why, as someone who covers a lot of Fortnite on the channel, why I did not cover the Travis Scott event, which is arguably probably one of the biggest gaming events of 2020, probably of ever, because it was a huge event. Honestly, it was massive, and there's a good reason for it. It may not be a reason you like. It may not be a popular reason, but it's my reason. And I mean, it's my opinion, right? It's my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, that's all it is. But before I get into it, I want to preface this by saying, if you guys are new to the channel, if you are just seeing this video for the first time, keep in mind that, you know, yep. There you go. You can try to outbuild me all you want. Why didn't I cover it? Okay, so what I was trying to say. Yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, I cover a lot of different gaming stuff. Obviously, for a big portion of what I cover on the channel is Fortnite. But it's not like the majority of what I cover. It's just like, obviously there's a lot of Fortnite content on the channel. But anyways, I just love games. I'm the kind of person I just... my two biggest loves, you know, outside of real people, like my family and stuff like that, is music and games, which is kind of ironic because this video is talking about something that meshed the two, which you would think would be something that I would be totally into. But point is that I'm not the kind of person that just like aimlessly hates on things for no reason. I'm not the kind of person that bandwagons on something. Like, I usually like something or dislike something for my own reasons. And when it comes to like the kind of music that Travis Scott plays, from, you know, everything I've heard, I'll be super bluntly honest. It's like probably the only kind of music I despise, and I don't mean that in a genre sense. I mean that in a stylistic sense, and often lyrical sense. So what I mean by that is, stylistically, when the music is auto-tuned to death, when vocals are auto-tuned to absolute death, I feel like it feels really fake, and it takes away from the musicality. And as someone who loves music so much, I mean, I love all kinds of music. I love playing music. I love listening to music. I hate when something feels fake and not super genuine. It's just how I am, right? And so with that kind of music, I feel like... wow, what a shot. I feel like it just feels very, very fake because it's so auto-tuned to death. What's the point? It just feels like very... I don't know. I just don't like that. I think it's stupid. Alright, so don't get me wrong, my friends. I'm gonna die. Never mind, I'm not dead yet. I ain't dead yet. It's a miracle. I think there's like certain times where like people can use like super like overuse of autotune for like maybe a very specific vocal part in a song, not for the whole song and not all the time. There's a lot of artists that use it like constantly. It's like, dude, it's just like everything they do is like pretty much auto-tuned to death, and it's like, it's just annoying. And I think, like I said, I think it's trash when people do that. Now hold on, before I, jump into the second reason, it is worth noting that as far as like my musical taste, I don't have a narrow mind when it comes to the music I'm into. There's a lot of music that I'm into. For example, my two favorite bands of all time, Avenged Sevenfold and 21 Pilots. Right? Now, they're pretty much polar opposites for the most part. Oh, we're getting double kills. Bots. They're pretty much polar opposite, in my opinion. You know, they're very, very different as far as their genre goes, and their styles go. And they're two of my favorite bands. You know, some of my favorite artists, you know, I love bluesy stuff like B.B. King. I love Johnny Cash. You know, Frank Sinatra. I'm trying to give you guys like an example of like how wide my tastes really are. You know, I like some country. You know, there is hip-hop and rap and pop that I do like, you know. But I like more of like the old school stuff before, you know, it got auto-tuned to death. Because it feels like a lot of stuff nowadays, especially in rap, hip-hop, and pop, is like... lyrically is about similar things, and stylistically, like I said, it's like auto-tuned to absolute death. And it's really annoying that that's the case. Hold on here. It's really annoying that that's the case, man. So I like old school stuff, you know, like, Michael Jackson as far as pop goes. Maybe, you know, like Eminem, for example. I think Eminem is one of the GOATs of rap. hip-hop, whatever. Both stylistically and lyrically. I mean, he's not auto-tuned to death. The thing is, you know, like I said, a lot of musicians do use pitch correction. That is a thing. But there's a difference between using it, like, lightly, just to kind of, like, again, pitch correct, and the people that are basically auto-tuning to death, right? Which I always hated that kind of music. Like, despised that kind of music. And, again, stylistically, you know, I'm not very picky with my music, usually. There's very specific kinds of music that I don't like. That's usually has to do with anything that's auto-tuned to death. Is usually a big thing that'll instantly turn me off to it. I don't like that, man. I think it sucks, and it takes away from the musicality, man. Like, oh, hey friend, hey friend. Ah, sucker, got him. Hey, look at that. He's got a freaking gold scar, baby. Gold scar for the win. So before we get into the second reason, I feel like I should give you guys a couple examples of like modern kind of like pop kind of artists, I guess I like. Just to kind of give you guys, you know, again, I want to try to paint a picture that, you know, is accurate of my music taste and representation, right? For example, I really love Billie Eilish. I don't know like all of her music. I'm not like her biggest fan or something. But I do really love her music, and I think she's an amazing singer, an amazing artist. And what's even more impressive is that apparently on her album, they didn't use any pitch correction. It was all basically like certain techniques that they used to kind of, oops, okay, I'm dropping everything here. Certain techniques they use. So, for example, like in Bad Guy, because that's like one of the songs most people know. She basically, her and her brother, they tracked the vocals like multiple takes, like a lot of different takes, and layered them all up. So it almost sounds like it's auto-tuned, but it's not. It's just a technique to make it sound like it's layered, which is fine, right? Those are cool techniques and stuff. So you're not pitch correcting it to death because you know you can't sing. She can sing, which is why, you know, while I'm not like her biggest fan, I do like some of her stuff, and I appreciate her music. Another one, for example, I love Panic at the Disco, right? Brendan Urie's an incredible singer. I mean, dude, just go listen to his version of Into the Unknown from Frozen. It's insane. Like, obviously, some of this stuff is pitch correct, but it's not like auto-tuned to death, right? Like, he can sing. I mean, you hear him sing sometimes in his streams and stuff. You hear him sing acoustic songs in certain performances. Like, dude can sing. You know? And so I appreciate that kind of stuff. I gotta get out of here. Hopefully I'm giving you guys an accurate representation of my tastes and you know, what I like and don't like, and why I don't like what I don't like, and why I like what I like, and why I didn't cover this event. But there's a second reason too. Okay, so I think I've pretty much made a very strong point on the whole auto-tune thing. And, you know, how strongly I don't like. I think you guys get the picture. So, what about lyrically? Lyrically is kind of the second thing. Now, I'm very strong on the fact that, like, I just absolutely hate when lyrics are they feel like, okay, how do I explain this? I'm trying to put this in a way that makes sense. And I've thought about this for a little bit, trying to figure out what's the best way to explain this. If I'm gonna die, you're gonna die too, sucker. Oh, crap. All right, so I really don't know how to really put this and phrase this in a way that doesn't sound stupid and makes sense. So I guess I'm just gonna say the way it sounds in my head, and hopefully it sounds right to you and makes sense to you. But lyrically, I really hate when people sing about things that feel very fake. Like, for example, with certain kinds of music, you know, people, especially in like modern hip-hop, for example, and this was, I mean, you had some of this in like old school hip-hop, but I feel like a lot of old school hip-hop had more like reality to it, right? And that's another reason why I think like Eminem's the GOAT, because he's, you know, a lot of his stuff is more down to earth, more real, more about what he's feeling, even though it is pretty, you know, pretty raw, pretty intense sometimes. You know, it's not just like, yo, man, I got, you know, all the girls in the world, or yo, I'm like the highest person in the world, or hey, man, I'm like I'm so freaking drunk, I'm not gonna remember tomorrow. Like, I feel like those are very stupid, fake things to sing about. I hate it. I personally hate it. I despise it. You mix that with Autotune, and it's a recipe for disaster for me. It's just a recipe for me to absolutely despise a kind of music. And that's what I feel like this music is. Now, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I've heard, I heard a lot of stuff that's pretty much plastered with Autotune and is pretty much, you know, about a lot about, you know, just being super high, for example, right? And I think it kind of sucks. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like from a moralistic standpoint, it kind of sucks that Epic made a decision to, you know, feature an artist like that in the game. And again, you gotta keep in mind, this is my opinion, right? You may hate it, you may disagree with it. It's fine. It's just my opinion at the end of the day. But I feel like it kind of sucks they made that decision to, you know, feature an artist who seems to be singing so much about, you know, drug use and stuff in a game that has, you know, so many young players. I think that's kind of a poor decision. But again, lyrically, I just kind of hate that kind of stuff. And I know, like, old school rappers like Pac and Biggie, for example, they sang about that stuff too. But I feel like with them, like, they sang more, they had more lyrics and more songs that were more about, like, you know, real stuff, right? More about just things that were about their lives, things they were going through. Now, I know, like, obviously, like, especially with, like, Pac and Biggie, I'm just using them as, like, an old school example. Now, I know they sang about, you know, these kinds of topics as well, but I feel like there was more realistic stuff to their songs, right? I don't know. And again, that's why I use Eminem as an example, is because, you know, most of his stuff, I mean, of course, he's, you know, raps and sings about, you know, other stuff as well, but for the most part, it's just about what he feels, man. It's just about, like, you know, whatever his life, you know? And I feel like especially modern rap and hip hop nowadays is, like, so fake, just about, like, yo, man, drugs and booze and women and this and that and this. It's just like, dude, okay, man, like, shut up. It's like, it's so fake. I don't know. I just really don't like it, as you guys could tell. You mix the lyrics with the auto-tune, and I just don't like it. Boom! Right in the head. Anyways, like I said, I don't know if I, you know, did a good job at explaining the lyrical side of things, but again, I guess it's just like, you know, part of it's moralistic side of things. I just feel like it's very fake when people just sing about that kind of crap, and it's just like, it just feels like a lot of modern rap and hip hop's like that, which sucks, man. It's like the new wave of rap and hip hop. Just like, I just think it sucks, man. You know, it's annoying to me. It's annoying. I hate it, and you know, I guess the short answer is that's why I didn't cover the event, because I don't really want to support that kind of music. I love so many kinds of music. I'm supportive of so many kinds of music, but when it comes to something like that, you know, I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't respect it. I don't appreciate it. You know, there's a lot of music I don't like that I will respect and appreciate still. You know, just because I don't like something doesn't mean I don't respect it. But this kind of music I don't respect because it's like, again, from the musicality standpoint, it's just, it feels so fake. It's auto-tuned to death. It doesn't feel legitimate. From a lyrical standpoint, again, you know, those kind of lyrics just feel very fake. It feels kind of very stupid to me. It's like, it's annoying. I hate that kind of stuff. And, you know, I feel like it's kind of a poor decision on Epic's part to feature an artist that sings so much about, like, drug use and stuff in a game that has so much of a young audience. So I don't know, take it as you will, my friends. I mean, this is my explanation, short answer, you know, that's what it is. This video is a lot longer than I thought it'd be, but I wanted to try to do my best to explain it to the best of my ability. You know, hate me for it, love me for it, somewhere in the middle. It doesn't really matter. It's just my opinion. You know, your opinion could be the same, it could be different, it could be neutral. You know, I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. What do you guys think of my opinion? You know, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you guys because, like I said, I know, like, a lot of you guys are probably wondering, you know, well, he covers so much Fortnite, why isn't he covering this event? Well, that's why. That's why I wasn't covering this event. Now you know. Maybe now you have a better understanding, and hopefully it all makes sense. Woo! Got him! Dude's trying to freaking hide from me. Anyways, my friends, that is my rant for the day. I just wanted to kind of explain myself, let you guys know why I didn't cover the event, and hopefully that all makes sense to you now. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below about my little rant, I guess, if you will, and the topic as a whole. But that said, thanks so much for tuning in. I apologize if this was a lengthy video. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are staying safe and well, and I'll see you guys very soon in another one. Until then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.